4 teenage girls. One ordinary Friday night. One small yogurt shop in Austin, Texas. Before sunrise, firefighters arrived at a burning building. Inside, they discovered one of the most shocking crime scenes in Texas history. For decades, investigators searched for the truth. Suspects were arrested. Confessions were obtained. Yet more than 30 years later, no one has been finally convicted. This is the complete story of the yogurt shop murders. Before we begin, if you enjoy true crime documentaries, cold cases, and real investigations from around the world, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Every week, we bring you carefully researched documentaries based on publicly available information. It was Friday the 6th of December 1991. 4 teenage girls were working at I Can't Believe It's Yogurt, a popular frozen yogurt shop in Austin, Texas. They were Amy Ayres, 13, Sarah Harbison, 15, Eliza Thomas, 17, Jennifer Harbison, 17. Jennifer and Sarah were sisters. Amy and Eliza were close friends. Like many teenagers, they were working a part-time shift, expecting to finish work and return home. None of them knew that night would become part of one of America's most heartbreaking unsolved criminal cases. In the early hours of the 7th of December, firefighters responded to a blaze at the yogurt shop. After extinguishing the fire, they made a devastating discovery. The building had been deliberately set on fire. Detectives immediately secured the scene and launched a major homicide investigation. The fire had also damaged valuable evidence, making the investigation even more difficult from the very beginning. Police interviewed hundreds of witnesses. Thousands of tips were received. Detectives gathered forensic evidence and attempted to reconstruct what had happened inside the shop. As years passed, investigators focused on several suspects. Eventually, multiple young men were questioned, and some gave statements that investigators believed linked him to the crime. During police interviews, several suspects made statements that investigators viewed as confessions. Prosecutors believed these statements strengthened their case. However, defense lawyers argued the confessions contained inconsistencies and did not fully match the forensic evidence. As the legal process unfolded, questions grew about whether the confessions were reliable. Over time, courts dismissed charges against some suspects, and no one was ultimately convicted of the murders. More than 3 decades later, investigators continue to hope advances in forensic science could provide new answers. The fire complicated the collection of evidence. The investigation faced numerous challenges, and despite years of work, the case officially remains unsolved. The families have never stopped hoping that one day the truth will finally be known. The yogurt shop murders remain one of the most significant unsolved cases in Texas. Beyond the mystery, this story is about 4 young lives cut tragically short and families who have spent decades searching for justice. While many questions remain unanswered, investigators continue to encourage anyone with credible information to come forward. Their hope is that modern technology and new evidence may one day bring long-awaited answers. More than 30 years have passed, but this case has never been forgotten. The search for answers continues, and the memories of Amy Ayres, Sarah Harbison, Eliza Thomas, and Jennifer Harbison live on. Their story reminds us that every cold case is about real people, real families, and the hope that justice may still be possible. What do you think was the biggest obstacle to solving this case? Share your thoughts respectfully in the comments below. If you found this documentary informative, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Your support helps us continue sharing carefully researched true crime stories from around the world. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next investigation.